To my patients, I offer you my knowledge. I offer you my expertise. I even offer you my compassion. But most of all, I offer you my integrity with my word. As a physician, I continuously and routinely evaluate my ability to keep my word to you as my patient. I do this by reviewing your medical history thoroughly, interpreting accurately labs and radiology test results, even doing research on the latest medical therapies on your condition and speaking to other specialists. And I do all of that prior to deciding on the best plan of care for each one of you. All of this so I'm able to keep my word to you. But what I also do is evaluate my ability to honor my word. That's right. I need to evaluate how I honor my word with you. It may appear easy when all goes well. For instance, when I make a plan of care and that plan is executed exactly the way we talked about and timely. When the medication, for instance, worked just like we said it would. Or the surgery that you did indeed relieved the pain you were having. You see, there are other times it will appear challenging and, quite frankly, frustrating when things do not go as planned. For instance, when the chemotherapy did not cure the cancer, or when the results of that particular test are not what you and I expected. Or maybe something simple like the medication did not treat that condition, or even logistical stuff like the medication that I ordered for you, and when you finally arriving at the pharmacy, it's not there for you to pick up. Either way, no matter the magnitude of the situation at hand, as your physician, I can only hope to keep my word to you. But when things do not go as planned, my commitment is indeed to honor my word to you always. Honoring my word starts at the beginning of our encounter. Like I do it by, for instance, admitting to you that despite all the evidence and expertise used to devise the plan of care, things can still go wrong. The key is to decrease those chances as much as possible, but they will never be zero. First, I do no harm. Then we practice all the options that are made available to us so that we can increase our chances of getting it right. Increase our chances of you winning your game and living that healthy life that you deserve. For instance, whenever I share and devise a plan with you ahead of time, in case the medication does not improve your blood sugar readings, remember, I do that for you. Or whenever you remember me discussing with you other options if the treatment does not improve your condition. You see, by knowing your other options ahead of time brings both of us closer to understanding what I call the law of nature, that anything is possible, despite the level of expertise we have. You see, having integrity with word starts with having that simple humility just to know and respect that simple fact. Remember, we can only do our best. So with that in mind, by combining my expertise and your commitment to adherence, it will keep us moving forward. Even if our plans fall short, devising and discussing a plan of action ahead of time, in case they do fall short, is a good start. It will certainly make sure that we maintain our integrity to each other. Also, it may not always be possible, but maybe we are able to see it coming. That is right. For instance, when we created a plan of care for, your sugars, for instance, in case we don't meet our target, we notify each other as soon as possible, right? If your blood sugar logs show that the current dose of insulin that I've provided to you is not enough, I will notify you immediately. I will place a new order to increase your insulin dose and inform the care team of this change. Or if you are picking up something early on your end, such as a berry at home that may interfere with your adherence to the insulin regimen, and you making the decision to notify me as soon as possible. That's integrity. That's the integrity with communication that I've been talking to you about. See, although these communication processes seem like common sense, but in reality, you and I both know a lot can go wrong. For instance, the pharmacy does not have that brand of insulin, or the insurance will not cover it, or even worse, the change we did will require prior authorization that can cause unnecessary delays. I can go on and on of all the different things that could occur. But either way, our proactive communication is the best way that we can honor our word and increase our chances of winning. But if we do happen to miss our target, for whatever reason now, as your physician, I will call you to take full responsibility and acknowledge the impact it has caused on both of us. Our ability to acknowledge the breakdown should not depend on how complex the system is or depend on the real reason or trying to find blame for the breakdown. No, we have to take accountability together for it to work. You might wonder, how can we take accountability when there are so much things that are beyond our control? I say to you, it does not matter. We should never stop trying to be better and fix what did not work. Remember, you and I are the most important aspect of this system. We are the nucleus. We are the patient and physician relationship. This is where it all got started, and this is where everything now evolves. While healthcare in this community poses many challenges for us, all we can do is keep trying and keep supporting one another so that we can improve our chances of winning. I will never stop advocating for you, no matter how grim your situation. I do this so that you never stop fighting for your own self, for your own health and well-being, despite the challenges ahead. The reason I speak about integrity in such a way to you is because your word and my word is how we represent ourselves to each other and express our needs. So we must protect it at all costs. Often, we do think about what it takes to honor our word, but I do all the time. As your physician, literally every day, I have to remove myself out of the way. I have to remove my point of view. I even have to remove my own feelings. And I do this every day. This is the only way I'm able to show up as that relentless physician who advocates for you always. I do that because you deserve it. I honor my word at all costs in this complex healthcare system we live in. Thank you for entrusting me with your care. Sincerely, Dr. Coupet, the People's Doctor.